Hey there, folks, and welcome back to Space Engineers. A quick note before we start. For all of you folks who have joined me for the Star Citizen System Talk videos, I will be probably pumping out one of those per week for the foreseeable future, and there's one in the works right now, so I guess you have that to look forward to. Anyhow, back to this game. Today we're going to take a look at some of the features that most people have overlooked or haven't really gone into depth too terribly much, because they've been having fun building and crashing ships, myself included. I'm guilty of that as well. But today we're going to look at some of the other things they've added in the game, like mining and the asteroids and stuff. So the very first thing we're going to do is we are going to take a look at my little mining ship that I made. Actually, where did it go? There it is. No, that's not it. There it is. So right here we have, well, first I should start off by saying that eventually in the game they're going to add mining and refining and assembling, so that when you actually will have to build your ships with materials that you've mined. And for that, I've created a little mining ship, and on it we have a drill, and on the drill you can see that there is a little bit of storage, but not much, so I added a little bit of extra storage so that when I'm drilling I can just, hopefully I'll be able to take the contents from that, put it in there, and then once everything in these cargo containers are filled up, we can take it over to our refining ship, which is a much bigger ship. And we have our, in fact it's a big ship and it has a gravity generator, so we can turn our jetpack off. So we have our refineries. They do require electricity. And then we also have big cargo container. We have two of them. We'll have one for like raw unrefined ore and then one for refined ore. And then also we have another refinery. And then in the inside of the ship we have our door. And we have some assemblers, which there hasn't been much information released on these things, but I'm fairly certain that this is what you're going to use to create panels and stuff like that from your refined materials. So hopefully you'll mine some materials, refine them down, put them in the storage, and then from there we can assemble them into parts. And then just in here we have our standard nuclear reactors, gyroscopes, and gravity generators, and you can use staircases now. You just need to press T, and you can go up them, nice and slowly, at your leisure. And then here we have our second deck. We just have a couple more reactors and our piloting chair. And this is a fairly agile and powerful ship, but it really doesn't, I don't think it really needs to be, but it does the job, and it'll be able to maneuver around asteroids and stuff fairly well, so that's why I put a lot of engines and stuff on it, and a lot of gyroscopes. And also I found out that you can go into like a glide mode by turning your inertial dampeners off, because usually when you start going, it'll want to stop you. It'll want to bring you to a null velocity. Uh-oh, I think I crashed. Oh well. I thought I saw some sparks going off the front of my ship. Yep. I damaged the front of my ship. I'm a terrible driver. But as I was saying before, the inertial dampeners will try to bring you to a null velocity in comparison with the surrounding asteroids. And if you turn that off, you can just glide around without those interfering, which is kind of cool. So now we've taken a look at the two little ships that I've made for mining, and as you can see, we have asteroids. There's like the general colored rock, and then we have different colors that are presumably ores. Maybe that's like a water or a fuel, and that could be something else down there. And then we'll fly over to a couple of the other asteroids and take a look at some of the other minerals that might be around. Like over there, it looks like there might be a fuel or something. Here, we'll fly around in our little scout craft. Oh, I forgot to mention that I'm starting to color code my ships. Green is going to be for mining and industry. yellow is going to be for transportation and scout ships, and the red are going to be my, like, big military ships. Anyhow, let's fly around the asteroids. The asteroids are actually pretty interesting. Let's take a look, because the modeling on them are quite good. And as you can see, there are all sorts of different colors, and hopefully those colors are actually different ores that you can use for stuff, which would be cool. Yeah, as you can see, these asteroids have cool little holes and whatnot. And no, I do not think that asteroids have gravity on their own. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you plan to mine something a lot, you might want to create a little station. And then you can put gravity generators on that. And as you can see, we have the 2 red and blue ships that come with the level, and then we have the Prometheus that's just crashed in there. Eh, oh well. Here, we'll take a look at this one. This looks like it might be some sort of fuel or maybe metal. And right now, you can't use the drills or any of the machinery yet, but it's still in alpha. So I guess that's expected. And when they do implement that, I'll make sure to make an episode all about that. And here we have some sort of shiny material. Let's see. It doesn't look like there's anything in there. In fact, I'll show you what the inertial dampeners actually do. Let me change my view. So if I turn the inertial dampeners, or if I keep the inertial dampeners on, you'll see that when I stop, the front thrusters fire. But if I turn the inertial dampeners off and I stop thrusting forward, it doesn't stop, or it doesn't use the front thrusters to stop me. So that's essentially what it does. It's just like a computer system telling which engines to fire. It turns the automatic control off on that. So that's just an idea of what they're going to add with the mining and whatnot, and that's pretty cool, I think. You'll be able to make mining base stations. In fact, I could make a space station, but I think I'll save that for another episode. Indeed. It's very easy to get lost out here and get your bearings all turned around. It'd be nice if they had some sort of landmark or a compass or something that could point back towards your spawn. Perhaps they'll add that sometime in the future. We shall find out eventually, I guess. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this episode. It's just a quick one that's talking about some of the things that they might add. I guess that'll be it. We'll see you guys next time.